has been a while since I've done this, so I thought I would show you another deck of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Um, this one here is my. It's kind of like Beast Warrior Bird type deck. Um, but anyway, I love this deck just because it's some new school, but it's more old school. Anyway, here we go. Uh, the card is in here. It's one of my favorites. Um, but this is the only uh, secondary deck I got for it. Okay. Now this is how old school is. This is a ritual summon. I got two of them in here. This is the ritual summon. Um, I got him. But this card here is normal. Him. And this is another. This Sorry about that. Anyway, I have three of this in this card, and it's effect reads: as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot activate trap cards during the battle phase. That's why I like him so much. It's because trap cards can be activated until he's destroyed. Lady there, I use her because she can be distributed just by herself for any high-ranking monster. Hunter of Black Feathers, which his reads: while your opponent controls two or more face-up monsters all of the same type, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to select and destroy one face-up monster that your opponent controls. So his effect basically lets me destroy one monster as long as it's all the same type, which that comes in handy against certain decks that's built all around like a full spellcaster, full fairy. Yeah, it does help that. And then Infinite Beast, which the Infinite guys have their own special cards, but his effect reads: if this card attacks while you have no cards in your hand, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap until after the damage step. So yeah, it's a little nasty. Okay, Stealth. This is one of my bird type. Stealth the bird. And his effect reads: you can flip this card into face-down defense position once per turn during your main phase. When This is flip summons successfully inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent. That's why I keep him in my deck. Okay, I think I got 2 of him. No, I don't. Vampire Quell. He's just a little cute guy that I have in here. And his effect reads, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by battle with a monster, gain life points equal to the battle damage inflicted. Ancient Crimson 8. He's actually a very strong card. I'm looking down at the rest of them. But he's actually a very strong card. His reads, when a monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, gain 1,000 life points for each one that is sent to the graveyard. Okay. There's another one with bird type, Eagle Eye. And his effect reads, when this card is normal summoned successfully, no trap cards can be activated. Krong the Mage is another one. And his reads, discard one spell card from your hand and destroy one spell or trap on your opponent's side of the field. This effect can only be used once per turn. So this card, and it is a hollow. Technically, the gold lettering means secret rare. But I can do them quite a bit, so the card is very damaged. But oh well. Okay, Tornado Bird is my next one. And I like him because his effect reads, flip, but return 2 spell or trap cards on the field to the hands of their owners. So that means if I needed to, I could bring 2 that I'm not using back into my hand, or I can use it against my opponent. So it doesn't matter either. And Sonic Bird here. He will help me with my ritual summons because he allows me to, when this card is normal summoned or flip summoned, you can select a ritual spell card from your deck and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So yeah, he comes handy when it comes to my 2 ritual summons. And this is a ritual summon I need for him. I only got one of this card, but it does help. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I started choking for some reason. Lightning Vortex. I have this in here because of its effect. Discard 1 card to draw face-up monsters your opponent controls. As long as I discard 1 card from my hand. Malevolent Nuzzler, she is an equip card. Hers allows me to give them 700 more attack points, and when this card goes in, and instead of it going into the graveyard, I can pay 500 of my life points and put it back on top of my deck instead. Poison Fangs is a continuous, but this actually helps my beast type monsters to inflict the battle damage to your opponent's life points. They take 500 damage to one of my beast supporting monsters that has attacked that turn. This one is just a spell card, but I haven't really figured out exactly how to use it because I haven't really played with this deck much. This is a brand new card I just added. But it is hollow. It is hollow, but it reads: target one beast type monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, and if you do, all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls lose 200 attack for each beast, plant, and wing type monster currently in your graveyard. Until the end of this turn, you can only activate one Eris Rock Sunrise per turn. But I haven't used that card, but it sounds dangerous. So I thought it would fit. Turned out Doom. This is kind of like a Monster Reborn, just different. It says that discard one monster card from your hand to the graveyard. Return one of your monsters destroyed and sent to your graveyard as a result of battle during this turn to your hand at the end of this turn. Nightmare Steel Cage. What this card does, it stops you for 2 turns. Yeah, this card remains face up on the field for 2 of your opponent's turns. No monster can attack, destroy this card during your opponent's second end phase after this card was activated. Magical Stone Activation. This allows me to bring down one spell or kind of like magic card out of the graveyard. But I have to discard 2 cards in my hand to use it. Big March of Animals. This is a quick activating card, and it reads: until the end phase, increase the attack of all face-up beast monsters on your side of the field by 200 points for each beast-type monster on your side of the field. Poison of the Old Man has 2 effects. You can either gain life points or lose life points. I don't know. It's gain life points or inflict life points. You can gain 1200 or you can inflict 800 to your opponent. Depends on if you need the life points or not. If you don't need them, then you can inflict, or you can keep the use the life points. It's entirely up to you. But anyway, Swords of Light is next. This blocks them from attacking for 3 turns. Then Ritual Arc. This one here allows me to select one ritual material monster in your hand, send normal monster from your deck to the graveyard, whose total level are equal to the ritual monster. Ritual summon a card with the name of the selected ritual monster from your hand. So that's fun. Magical Mallet, which this one here. I shuffle my hand back into my deck, and then I draw the same number of cards I put back in my deck. Thundershot. This inflicts 400 damage for each monster they control on my opponent. So technically, I'm using a monster against them. Darkhold destroys all monsters on the field. Graceful Dice. I roll a 6-sided die, and the number whatever it hits, my monster's attack goes up by 100. from what's read on the die. Emergency provision. This card here, as long as I send one magic or trap card to the graveyard, I gain 1,000 life points per card that I destroy. And then it goes by Missile Space Typhoon. I destroy one magic spell or trap card. Big Kill Drive, which it reads: if you control a beast warrior, or winged beast type monster, draw one card for each of those monster types you control. You cannot activate the other spell, trap card, or effect during the turn you activate this card, which is fine. You'll see in other deck videos, this card here you'll see a lot of, because this is my favorite, and it sends my, if I get attacked, it sends the attack back at my opponent, and all the monsters on his side feel destroyed. Zigzan Who is a continuous spell card, and what it does is I select two of my my opponent's back cards, and as long as the card remains in play, they cannot use those two cards at all, as long as that card remains in play. Infinite Reflector. This is for my Infinite. It's the Infinite Reflector is for my Infinite monster, and it gives it more protection. I haven't really read that card very much because I don't have very many Infinite cards. 7 Tools of the Bandit, which this is a quick, this is a counter, which when a trap card is activated, I can pay 1,000 life points to negate it and destroy it. You'll find this in a lot of my deck videos as well. Spellbinding Circle, I instantly stop one monster until this card is destroyed, because it's like pretty much frozen. This is another card I love. You'll find this in a lot of my decks, Scrap Iron Scarecrow. But unfortunately, I only have a few of these cards, and this is like my last one. But as long as I have this on the field, I play it one time. It blocks the attack, and then I reset it down for another turn. Threatening Roar, you'll find this in most of my decks as well. Because I can activate this card at the start of my opponent's turn, and it stops them from attacking that turn. As Ezreal Robber, the effect reads: your opponent selects one equipped spell card from his or her deck and then to the graveyard. So that means they have to choose what equipped cards they want to get rid of, which most people use two different types, but I'm forgetting their. One's Mage Power, and then Stand United, I think, is the other one, but I'm not really certain. And they both increase the monster's attack that it's attacked to by either how many monsters you have in your field or by how many spell and trap cards you have on your backfield. So yeah, that card can be devastating if you do that. I just dropped one of my cards, so I'll have to wait. Okay. Magic Deflector, this one here. For the rest of the turn, negate all equipped field continuous and quick play spell actives on the field. Death Tornado, this is the one I use a lot. And it's like my Missile Space Typhoon. I can destroy one spell or trap card on the field as long as I discard one spell or trap from my hand. This is one of my other favorites. Sekiro Suartsu destroys the monster and just attacked me. Travel, I have a lot of this card, so I decided to throw it in here for fun. How this card reads is, if the attack of a monster summoned by your opponent, excluding special summon, is 1,000 or more, the monster is destroyed, which comes in handy. Raikiki Break, I discard one card from my hand, and it destroys one card on the field. It doesn't matter if it's a monster or something like that. This one here is for my winged beast monsters, and it reads: attribute one winged beast monster to select two cards on the field, destroy them. Okay, next one is called Howl of the Wind. It's a continuous card, and it reads: when a monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle into the graveyard, inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each face of beast monster you control. This character is severely damaged, but it is one of my favorites. As you can see, you can't even read the top, but it's called Wabagoo, and it reads: you take no battle damage from your opponent's monsters this turn. Your opponent cannot be destroyed by battle. Your monster cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. So I take no battle damage, nor do I lose my monsters. Ritual Buster, this one's called, and it reads: activate only when a ritual monster is ritual summoned. Your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards or use their effect until the next standby phase. And lastly, this is only 56 cards. And lastly is called Death Dessert. And most people don't use this card, but it's in here for fun. But it reads: inflict 500 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points for each monster on your opponent's side of the field. I don't know if you've seen someone saying they're talking to me, please forgive me about that. But anyway, that is my third Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Since I don't have many people to play with or hardly at all, I just wanted building decks because I'm bored a lot of the time. And this deck I haven't really got a chance to try out yet. I'm going to put it on probably the Dueling Network and just give it a test run, but there is a lot more better uh, monsters on there. So I may tweak it on there. But other than that, I will speak to you guys next time. Bye!
Crystal, did you